Hello, welcome to a little video. My name is Sophie. I'm an artist. I'm based in Melbourne, Australia, and I love scribbling, I love drawing, I love being in my sketchbook and just playing and having a good time. I wanted to make this little video for you, just a quick little one about being a loner. I definitely consider myself to be a loner, and it is something that I, kind of struggled with on and off, especially when I was in primary school and high school. I got teased about it a little bit, but I fully embrace the loner lifestyle and I love it. And I want to talk about how being a loner is great and how it's enriching and lovely and creative and introspective. Yeah, just a beautiful place to be. Loner. Definition. A loner is a person who prefers to spend time alone rather than with others. This preference can stem from various reasons, including enjoying solitude, needing time for personal reflection, engaging in solitary activities, or simply finding peace and contentment in one's own company. Being a loner does not necessarily imply that the person is antisocial, lonely, or unhappy. Rather, it indicates a preference for solitude and self-reliance. I don't think I've ever really truly felt loneliness in my life. I love being alone and I've spent a lot of time alone, but I've never felt lonely. I've never felt disconnected or unloved, whether physically alone or in the company of others. I have very beautiful companionship and support, meaningful connections in my life. Feeling lonely does have a negative emotional experience, and yet you can be alone without feeling lonely. And in the same breath, you can also feel lonely when you're surrounded by people. Being a bit of a loner gives me so much creative freedom. It allows me to focus on creative pursuits and allowing me to dive deep into my artwork and creating stories and other passions I have as well without any distractions. Solitude sparks inspiration and innovation, and it gives me the space to explore ideas and experiment with different techniques without being distracted or bombarded by the world around me. I'm a person who has an ADHD diagnosis, and I am so distracted by the outside world all the time. So I feel like when I'm in my own little cave creating art, going on lovely walks like this and looking at all the tiny details and just being in the space just makes me encourages introspection, self-reflection, helps me understand my own thoughts and emotions. I love being independent. I'm very independent and self-reliant. I like problem solving on my own and just working stuff out on my own. It's something I've always done, something I've always enjoyed, and maybe it's also linked to having parents who are also very independent and self-reliant as well. That kind of melded into my own brain, and I take it as more of a superpower than anything at this time in my life. Solitude is really soothing. It's a soothing balm for anxiety. Having a peaceful environment, a safe environment where I know where I am, where everything is, I can relax and calm my mind more. And recharging is a big part. Being alone allows me to recharge emotionally. It allows my nervous system to recharge and feel more balanced, less overwhelmed by social interactions. When I do hang out with my friends or spend time with my friends, I love to do it in parallel play with people. I like to do a task. So I've got a bunch of friends who are artists, which is perfect because we will hang out, we'll go out into nature or do whatever together and just draw or paint together. And it doesn't necessarily mean we're sitting face to face trying to awkwardly come up with conversation stuff. I feel like when I am doing a thing with another person who is also doing a thing, it flows more organically and it's less overwhelming socially. But yeah, as a loner, I have this freedom to create my own space, my own personal space that reflects my tastes and my needs. I have a rocking chair in my studio, but then I also have a wall that is just an explosion of color, and I love having stuff around me. I have all my books around me. I have all my little knickknacks that I've collected, plants, everything around me, my little inspiring cube in the world. I've learned over the years as well that I am able to maintain healthier boundaries and ensure that my alone time is respected and protected. I think protecting my alone time has been a big thing, especially in the last 5 or so years. I think during my 20s, I was very anxious about being a loner, or how people would perceive that, and I was told by others like, no, you have to go to all the parties, you have to do all the things. And I would always feel so extremely stressed and anxious and upset when going to parties most of the time. So yeah, I've definitely learnt to respect and protect my alone time, my lonerness that I need for recharge and feeling soothed and nice. I also love that being a bit of a loner means that I can deepen my passions more. I have fewer distractions, obviously, so I can immerse myself in the things that I love doing, deepening my skills and enjoyment. For me, this feels healthy and it feels good, and I understand that not everyone has the same brain as I. Some people need to be out in the world, some people need to be surrounded by people and things and movement and stuff going on, but I feel like when I am in my safe studio cube, I am able to go deeper into my skills and draw more. And this is why I'm so prolific. I have a lot of time doing these sort of things, and I love it, and I love the momentum of that as well. I've also been learning to be more selective about my social interactions. So I feel like a lot of my social interactions and my relationship with my friends now have become deeper and more meaningful, and I like to have connections with people. I'm not someone who just likes to go out drinking or going to parties with people, because I can't connect with people that way. I need to be surrounded by people who make my heart sparkle, who make me feel safe, and protected enough to be able to unmask. No competition, no judgment, nothing like that. I have really kind of struggled with friendship over the years, and letting people kind of manipulate me or take advantage of me in a lot of ways. I have been learning a lot about that lately. I mean, I'm not perfect, obviously, but in this time of my life, I just need people who make me feel protected to be myself. And I think that's why I love being alone so much, why I love being a loner so much, because I can feel like I can be truly unmasked me, and I'm slowly learning to let my friends see the unmasked version of me asking for certain boundaries if I ask for my needs to be accommodated in some way, or if I have to cancel plans because I am feeling dysregulated, if I'm feeling anxious and need a day of quietness or a week of quietness. My friends now understand why I need that thing, and they allow me to have that thing without judgment, which has been so refreshing and so enriching, and has made me love people so much more. I feel like I've definitely had a lot of personal growth, which I really want to celebrate. Personal growth and achievements, both big and small, since I've started really embracing solitude and quietness and my inner loner over the past 5 years or so. It's been pretty darn magical, and the freedom to be myself without all these external influences or noise that was sort of making me feel a bit numb has just enriched my life in so many ways. It's so much more joyful. Being a loner has made me so happy. I say all this mainly for my own benefit, because I need the reminder that being a loner is okay and healthy, and helps me recharge my heart, soul, social battery, my nervous system, but I'm not perfect. I mess up, I overdo it, I overstep my boundaries all the time, which leads me into big, deep overwhelms, and I struggle to engage in things. You know, I do that all the time. It happens. At least I am self-aware enough now that I can say, okay, let's crawl into the cave, surround myself by pretty colors and textures and books and music and films, and let's recharge and let's like get back into the world again after some nice little Sophie time. You know. And I'm also excited to just quickly say that the drawings that I made during this walk are going to be the December rewards. So there's a double-sided mini print, which is like a bit of a collage of all the drawings that I did. And the sticker, it's so cute. It's a vinyl sticker featuring Pia and just some like nice nature. And yeah, I'm very excited to share them with you in December. So sign up anytime within the month of December to the Orange Bird tier to get these goodies. Okay, that's enough of that. I'd absolutely love to hear some of your thoughts about this topic, especially if you are a fellow neurospicy person. I would love to hear from you. Yeah, let's chat in the comments about it all. Yeah, I just wanted to make this little tiny video just to sort of put it out there. And if you're also a loner, if you're someone who relates to any of this stuff, I hope you're also finding joy in your own company and the unique experience that solitude brings. I love you, my sweet loners with the biggest hearts of sparkles. You're wonderful. Have a perfect day, and I will see you next time. Okay, tooroo.